Hey,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
stop preaching. I'm gonna stop preaching. I'm gonna stop
Uh,
preaching.
But
but
but look,
it,
look,
it's
Rascal had a point though, fool. Rascal had a point the other day. Like, it don't matter who it is, like if it's north, south, whatever the fuck it is, bro. It's California as a whole. Like, we really be getting the, like we really be getting the fucking shit end of the stick because it's like, bro, like we can't get past that shit. And it's like once we do get past that, bro,
well,
once
and
we start to
Curtain.
represent as a whole, bro.
well, I think
It,
the
Yeah, hell
so
yeah.
I agree, but it's not just necessarily getting past it, but it's that's not for everybody. And if that's not for you, that's not for you, right? It's
Yeah, I like that. I
and
like that.
so it's if I'm not suggesting everybody go make a fucking compilation album next week,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
right,
Like
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
If it makes sense, make
that
it makes. Yeah.
sense, right? It is folks should not feel pressured to have to work with people that they don't want to work with, right?
Yup.
Other folks should not feel pressure to not be able to work with people they don't want to work with and let the chips fall where they may, you know. But if somebody is moving on an art hype or a sports hype or whatever, like you have some people that are being so petty, Holmes. It's like if homeboy for the neighborhood is a basketball player and he gets signed to the fucking Lakers, I'll say, oh no, you can't go play, Holmes. You can't go play. Like it's Warriors or bust. Or oh, you're gonna go, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. It folks just do what you do, right?
Yeah.
And and let shit play out however it plays out.
Like Rascal, I went to college in LA. I didn't go to LA on a mission to save the day. You feel me? I just wanted
Right.
to get out of my neighborhood. And my two cousins moved. I went to UCLA. They got into from the JC, Santa Rosa
Mm-hmm.
JC, and they're civilians. I stayed with them a little, got into the bridge program, started living in LA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't about that, but it's just. And did I ever, Rascal, before you met me, was I ever on that like gang shit Norte? Like
Never.
never, right?
No,
Did
no.
I?
When
Did
we
we ever
met,
talk? Did I ever even talk about that with you? Really? Like
no,
you knew I
no.
was a
I mean, I
homie, but
right. Yeah, it's
Oh, you're a
that
homie?
wasn't the conversation.
hell
Like,
yeah. Shit, before you, before
Yeah,
you,
fool.
I'm just fucking with
before
you, bro.
you,
Hey, don't mind. Hey, just continue, continue.
before
Is a
you.
hey,
fool.
hey, hey,
Respectfully.
Mudville's the dude you need for all the ad libs when you're doing music. You gotta have him in the studio because that's the ad lib dude
I'm
right
seeing
there.
this thing out. Let me tell you.
Wait a minute, hold on real quick. Wait. Uh, but no, so Pocho and I know each other from fucking years and years ago, man. Way before
Oh
either
In
one of us
shit,
was on
Oakland,
social media. Like
that's
way
East
right.
before
Oakland, East Oakland.
is I didn't even know about this YouTube stuff. I like
Me
that
neither.
was like early days of Facebook, maybe. You know, might even have been
Oh shit,
MySpace.
y'all
Who
go
knows?
way back there.
It's
Yeah,
but
bro.
because we were both in the
Outside,
community.
afuera.
Yeah, all
That's
over the
right.
bay.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
And so we would cross paths doing stuff with young people out there in Oakland. They had the YMCA, I think it was in Oakland, but just all kinds of different events. I'd be bringing youngsters from wherever I was. Pocho would be there, and we was just all trying to like, bro, how do we just create opportunities? It was nothing like what you see on YouTube, where it's like very specific subjects and these people and those people. We were just in the Bay, and
Yeah, I was
and
helping everybody too. Border
and
Brothers,
right,
Southsiders,
right. It didn't
everybody.
matter. It didn't matter. It
Everybody was
was
getting it.
dudes in high school, folks getting out of juvenile hall, you know, and folks in the neighborhood like, bro, I need a job, whatever. Should I hire what 40, 50 people in Contra Costa County? Paid them all, you know, way over minimum wage, and just out there working, and wasn't tripping off that because we're older folks, and that's what we do. You know what I mean? And so Pocho and I met way back then, and then you know, kind of cross paths through this YouTube stuff, uh,
That's what's
but
up.
really
I didn't
been
even
out there. Yeah, we it's. I came home and got. I didn't know community work was a thing. I'd never
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
of that before. Like when I was in the streets, I don't feel
It's
like
actually
anybody's doing
pretty
community
big
work.
now, though, huh? Like,
It is. It
there's
is.
Yeah,
a
it
I
was
think
lot of
there's
back
people
then.
already.
getting down
It was
that
kind of
field.
still new. They just had
Yeah.
like the gang prevention people, kind of
Right.
like a couple
Right,
of them, but we weren't
right.
trying to do that. We were
And
just trying
those
to
were
get people
lanes.
jobs. Yeah,
Like
we
it.
weren't trying to like do that whole thing. We
Right.
were just trying to help the homies, everybody.
Right. It is. What I noticed was there was a lot of nonprofits working in the neighborhood, but none of them people knew the neighborhood. So that's where I came in. They'd be like, "Hey, can you come, you know, talk to these kids at this school?" And yeah, sure, I go talk to them. And but then I wind up chopping it up with them. And then okay, oh well, shit, you live down the street from me. Oh, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
pull up, right? And
Right.
then eating food and hey man, what you got going on? Oh, shit, about my, my sister, she's pregnant. We got the kids, diapers as well. Hey, there's a diaper program that's over here. I know the lady that runs that. Let me tap you in.
Yeah,
Okay,
hell yeah.
cool.
Like
And
connecting the dots for the people.
yeah, and then it just snowballed like, shit, all kinds of different little hustles and work. But then, man, I want to go to college. College, okay, shit. I don't even know how to help you get to college. I started going to college in Pelican Bay. It was easy, right? So I'm like, wait a minute, I got to learn something here. And then, damn, bro, at the school, they're not giving you the classes that make you college ready, but you're hella sharp. But they got you in remedial classes. Well, why is that? Was because you're
Because it's
from East Mount
remedial.
Welcome.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Some of them a little bit. 5th year seniors, you know what I mean? It takes a little while. But for a lot of them, it's because the schools weren't giving our kids the opportunities because they just assume because of where they're coming from and what they look like. Oh, bro, you should be happy to even graduate high school. Nah, fuck that. Let's do college. So we
Right.
send fucking 40 kids to college all over the country, and just taking people, taking them to sweats, taking them all over to expose them to different
Hell
shit.
yeah.
First
Hey,
time
that
I went
shit,
to the
that video
store.
you was talking about earlier. My bad for interrupting, but
No, good.
when you was
Yeah. No,
talking
jump
about that,
in.
when you was talking about that camp that you were doing and shit,
Yeah.
I just watched that video earlier today.
Mhm.
That shit was cool. Like I remember people taking me to shit like that, and it did exactly what you said, dog. Like how it gave you that little
Mhm.
relief of getting the fuck up out of
Yeah.
the you know what I mean? It really did that for people, bro. And that shit, it those like are some of the best like memories I have, bro. Like as a kid, bro, was when
Yeah.
people took that time and really, took their time and showed us something different, dog.
Right.
And Tres and Mudville, the thing also why I'm a little like I became passionate about this shit is because like somebody like Bozo who just comes in and starts creating all these narratives, bro. I spent 13 and a half years in Los Angeles, never got in a fight one time. And I literally did laundry on 6th and Westlake where the 18th Street mural is, and I never got disrespected or hurt because I had respect. And you can see through the color. I have when you see me in person, you can see that I have tattoos maybe from another place, but what I'm saying is there's this narrative that we're like all hating on in real life is most people have got, if we have respect for each other, how we conduct ourselves. Like I know LA better than I know the Bay Area, bro. And that's because I was outside all the time taking pictures, honoring LA. And then I worked at Homeboy Industries, got sober there with a bunch of Southsiders, bro. So
Right.
nobody's gonna, and I had to
That's what's
work out
up.
with them every day, and I was in a corner with them, bro. They could have took me out anytime, but that wasn't even something we thought about, bro, because we
There's
were
people trying
enjoying.
to change their lives and
Yeah, we
shit,
were
bro.
enjoying this beautiful feeling that I'm trying to get these other fools to feel. But the thing is, I come off a little, how I come off. I'm
So I
trying to
went
figure it.
to I went to Homeboy Industries, right? On a fluke. I was working with an
I heard about that
organization.
place. What is Homeboy's
True
Industry?
school.
Explain for me and the people watching.
So there's this dude, Father Boyle, right? It was
Hmm.
really started by women, but he was the pastor of the church, so
That's
he
true.
wound up, kind of being the face of it, right? And so it's this dude that they're in the neighborhood. I don't remember the neighborhood, but they're in the neighborhood. Bunch of violence, bunch of killings, bunch of everything else. So he starts working with the local neighborhoods, right? The local cliques. Like, man, what are you
Being like
guys
a
doing?
mediator.
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
I'm doing all your guys' funerals, right? I'm doing all the, it's the Catholic Church of the neighborhood, so it's doing
Right,
all
right.
the events. And this doesn't fucking make any sense. Like I'm seeing you when you're born, and I'm come blessing you, and then I'm putting you in a grave 15 years later.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so out of that grew this whole concept of those dudes basically having their own businesses, right? So he had the T-shirt thing, where they make shirts, silk screening. I remember when I was down there talking to him, he said, "We don't hire people to make shirts; we make shirts to hire people." So
That's
it's one of
right.
the highest
Mm,
That's
quality.
yeah.
It's one of the highest quality screen printing shirt places. They had the contracts with USC colleges, big corporations,
Yep.
but it was competitive because there's other silk screeners there in the area. Those silk screeners can do what Homeboy Industry does with 3 staff members. He has 10 staff members, and he's like,
Right.
because I'm trying to hire as many as I can. I'm not trying to make the most money. I'm trying to have the most people off the block doing that. So, and he wound up growing bigger, and they have the Homegirl Cafe and all this other stuff. But um, so I went down there because we were like, "Oh, it's a trip. How you doing this, right?" And as soon as I walked in, and there's hella people in this open area that he would come and give like his morning talks or whatever. And I walk in there with
thought of the day.
yeah, I walk in there with three white ladies, right, fresh off the plane. We flew down there, and of course everybody's looking. And then they're like, "Hey, where you guys from?" And I tell them, they're like, "Oh man, you're a norteño," with smiles, right? Not like, "Oh, you're a norteño, you fuck with us." They were like, "Oh, you're a norteño," and I was like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
Okay,
because people ain't
we
tripping like
kicked.
that over here,
No,
bro.
we
Like,
They're
kicked it and
not.
talked, and then all of a sudden, I got
They're
people
worried
coming
about the
up to
people down
me.
the street.
I got
right.
people coming up to me like, "Hey, fool, you done time, huh?" Which I look like I've done time to anybody that's done time. And yeah, so we get to talking, and oh, you were over here. Hey, did you ever know my homeboy from here? Hey, and they're quick to mention random ass names. Hey man, do you know Sapo from Sacramento? I was with that dude over here. He was good people. That was my neighbor. We were on lockdown. He shot me a little care package. Like, so it was all cool. I just
Yeah.
want to be clear though. I was just talking to a homeboy that I did a whole bunch of time with before. He did a bunch of time. He came home. He's all tatted back, right? He comes home. He goes to truck driver school in Southern California. What happens? These youngsters press him. And this was only like a year ago. He's at the truck driver school, and there's like 6 outsiders there, and he's there. Oh, what's up, fool? You're a woo 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 woo. He's like, man, I'm here to go to school. Like, they sent me down here to take a fucking class. I'm staying at a hotel down the street. Like, this ain't your neighborhood, fool. It's a truck driver school. Nah, bro, you ain't gonna be able to be in there. And they're youngsters. Now, this
Yeah.
dude's been through the courtroom wars and everything else, right? Like, that's not the dude you want to fight in a back alley on the street. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know violence on a different level. So he's like, hey,
Right.
fool, let me holler at your bathroom. Pulls the biggest one in the bathroom, beats the brakes off them, turns around, says, what's up? Who's next? And they're like, nah, fool, we weren't tripping like that. Like, why you getting carried away? Right?
Hey, we weren't
So,
tripping like that. We were
yeah.
tripping maybe if the guns could come with us, then maybe we was tripping.
like we was just trying to punk you and get you out of here. We wasn't really trying to think you would actually fight back. But you got folks that's a little bit older from all sides that are cut from a little bit different cloth than some of these young folks running around, right? And so there is that experience sometimes. But what bothers me is I bet those young people, because they weren't even old enough to have even been to prison, right? Like, maybe, county jail time or whatever, but they're 19, 20, early 20s at the oldest. Their influence, I would almost guarantee if you can go back and find those folks, they're influenced by the bozos of social media,
Hell
right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
this attitude and this narrative. They're when you run across older cats and you run across people that have been around, people that have done real serious time in real serious places, there's not a whole lot of difference.
Right.
Because
Right.
we've been way before everything that's going on now. I paroled in 2005. We were on serious yards, doing serious time, sometimes with serious conflicts, but most of the time just handling your business. And we're all men, we're all convicts, we're all doing our thing. And now we're out and we're all thankful to be home and we're not excited to go back. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the norm. Whether you're from the north, the south, from wherever, that's grown man shit. And there's got to
Right.
be more of a space for grown man shit. But social media doesn't welcome grown man shit. They welcome, oh man, fuck the other side, the sucker side of this. Like, and if you keep doing that, what do you expect other people with access to social media to do? Folks are gonna get mad and they're gonna push back. You know,
Right.
And
it's
look what's going on now, bro. Now the first time we've ever seen publicly a northerner and a southerner disrespect each other. You know what I mean? Like I don't think we've ever
right,
seen that like for real directly. And I believe it's because we enabled that bad behavior to lose being gentlemen and professionals, and now we're haters and fools.
right.
And even though, like I say, I respect Blue Devil's situation, and he did make it more entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, but
Blue Thea, fool. We
at,
call him Blue Thea on this
Yeah.
show.
hey,
But hey,
Yeah.
podcasters have so
no, but hold on,
podcasters
but
have
it
so
just at
much
the but at the
more.
cost of what though, right? Like at the cost of
Right.
what? It's not worth the entertainment. Not is not worth the cost of what's going on now, where we're all tripping on each, or at least down there, there's
Right.
tripping. But
Podcasters have more of a
LA has
voice
a
than
big
they really
influence, so it's
notice,
important.
dog.
Yeah, my bad, my bad, bro.
No, you
Well,
good. No,
I just was
you
saying that
say
LA is important, though. You know, you guys are. Let's not deny that Los Angeles is really important. So we're gonna care. It's not LA isn't just for y'all, though. I always think like it's a trip how they feel like it's yours. Like respectfully, it's like one of the greatest cities in the world. It's for everybody. Whoever is down to go out there and get it. And I got it for 13 and a half years, and I'm still getting it respectfully. You know, in a good way though. And I want other brown kids and white kids and Asians to feel like they can go to LA and dream, bro. I went to USC, bro, from Santa Rosa, bro. You better get off me, homie.
hey, you were playing ball?
Hell no, I was drinking and
Oh,
doing
okay.
powdering
Hell
my
no,
beak
that motherfucker
with the
Yeah.
homie in the
Hey,
20s.
he can't even
In
catch
the
a cold.
20s. In 18th
He
Street
said
too.
motherfucker can't catch a cold. He ain't catching no ball.
Ah,
I was
shit.
powdering this beak, bro. I was powdering this beak, homie, when that stuff was still good.
Yeah.
Nah, but you right though, fool. Like that shit is LA is LA, dog. Like it's Hollywood and it's so much more to it, dog. There's so much more to LA that
And for us,
underneath.
there's the blacks too.
Like it's so much opportunity out there, bro. I don't know how much, I don't really know the Bay like that. I don't know all of, you know what I mean? Like I just know that down in LA and in
LA's the
Hollywood, there's
shit, homie. I don't give
so
a fuck.
much opportunity for everybody to build to be what they want to be, dog. Like you said, like it don't
Bro,
matter.
I
Like
changed my whole life,
just
homie.
don't
My
come,
gang name isn't
just
Pocho. You know what I mean?
yeah. But it's like just
I got
don't
to
come
change my whole
tripping
life.
and you know what I mean. If I don't go tripping up there, I'm sure I could get by. If nobody come tripping down
Hell,
here,
Hell
you
yeah.
you
could.
could get
Even
by,
with the
bro.
homies.
Like
Even with the homies.
Listen,
yeah,
so I
That's for
went to
anybody though, anywhere.
right.
bro. I went to UC Berkeley,
A lot of homies
right?
like LA fools anyway.
So I went to Berkeley, and on campus, on the housing on campus, um, a good handful of Southsiders, dudes that
Yeah,
have done time,
my
right? And
bad.
so, I was encouraged to go there by a fool that had parole from the shoe. He's from Norwalk, right? But got into the whole college thing, and seen the program I was running up at Sac City when I moved up there for formerly incarcerated people, right? Trying to create spaces for us. And he was like, "Hey, fool, apply to Berkeley." And I was like, "Bro, I don't let people like me to go to Berkeley." And he's like, "Look, they let me go, right?" And so, sure enough, underground scholars went to Berkeley, not just a free ride, but they paid me a little extra too. It was dope. But while I'm there, these dudes live in Berkeley, and a lot of them, like one dude in particular, I won't say his name, but he's from San Diego, and him and I became like good friends, right? And he's all tatted back, done a bunch of time, reps the Chargers. He's from San Diego, right? And he would walk around. He never had no issues. He's like, one time I got a couple looks, but they'd go out, they'd kick it. Um, it's clear where he's from, but he wasn't running around banging on people, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
but he's not, but he's also not hiding in his fucking dorm room, like, oh my God, I can't go outside either. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
it
I would
was,
wear the Giants
It's
hat,
what you
but they would think I
indulge
was from
in.
San Fernando,
yeah,
though.
it's how you carry yourself and how you push, right? He
Right.
wasn't out there trying to click up with a bunch of people from up there
Yeah,
that claim what you know what I mean? He was there
yeah.
as a grown man on college. And bro, we would kick it and we go to little bars over there. We go out to the city. We go out to Oakland. Um, had a blast and and it was just fine. So folks can move up here just like folks can move down in Southern California. Contrary to what the fucking internet will tell you, you can move wherever if you know how to move and if you carry yourself as a man. But if you're looking for some fuck shit, you're
Yeah.
gonna find it wherever you
Oh,
go.
quick.
They're
Wherever
Right
gonna
you
off
go.
the right.
and the motherfuckers out there for whatever. They want to trip on that day as people, dog. That's just how the fuck we are. It's like if this fool wants to trip on me and my fucking my crooked teeth or something, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna
Right.
say some stupid shit and he's gonna fuck with me, dog. Like, and that's
Right.
just what the fuck it is, dog. Like it's not even necessarily gotta be about gangs, dog. It's just people are
Mm-hmm.
people. Like it's
Right.
we're you
All
know
I
what they
know, dog, is
say?
I saw those shoes you had on. Icon had those same shoes though. Those
I
spiky
can't.
shoes,
When he
Did you
had
take Icon shoes? Did you take Icon shoes, Tres?
bro. I
You know
seen
they
Icon with
they
those.
took. Hey, you see what happened when they took my shoes in prison? They kicked it all off.
Did you
So
take Icon his shoes, bro? I was wondering if he
They
punked up
caused a
over his
fucking
shoes
50-year war.
you see what happened when they took
because
my
he was over here
Corinthians
talking
off?
about you that he made you or whatever. But I was like, man, it's because that fool took his shoes on the mic drop.
come on, dog. Hey,
Ask
oh
Icon if you
no.
don't have those same shoes,
Does he have? Nah, he don't got them. He got
the ones
something
with the black
similar. I
spikes,
bet. I
with the
bet he
black
got some.
spikes.
He got the ones that are like probably like the step down.
Yeah,
From the
He
flea
got,
market.
he got the swap
not
meet
the
version. There you
Icon.
go. You got
The
swap
swap
version.
meet version.
The
Hey,
Louis Vuittons, they got all kinds of different ones, but not those. I think those were like the in season, the new ones, dog. I didn't see too
His
many
were
people with
designer.
these.
I saw them because I was like, he wore him to the Jenny 6ix9ine one. That's why. The
hey,
Jenny
real
Right.
quick,
6ix9ine interview.
real quick.
Hey,
I'm
you were over there? Oh, the interview.
Yeah, the interview. But I
hey, I'm
was
gonna
over
sign
there.
off, bro. I got my grandkids. I heard them coming right here.
Yeah,
They're making
I gotta
noise.
go
I don't know
do
if
an
you
Hey,
heard
event
them,
and be
but
outside.
hey, it's all love, respects to all of you, man. I appreciate you.
yes, sir.
All
Appreciate
right
y'all,
now.
brother.
All
Hey, I'm
right,
gonna get
let's
going too,
do
fellas.
something.
All right, Napocho.
Hey, you
Hey,
guys,
I'm
it's
gonna
all
get going. I'm gonna
podcasting.
go get
Much
something to
love.
eat for the house. You guys salute. Have a good day. Appreciate everyone for tapping in. Salute to Thrash. Salute to Pocho. Salute to the homie Hangout. Y'all go subscribe to their channels. I'll probably be back on later on. I gotta go get something to eat for the house, y'all. All right.
Appreciate
All
you
right,
for
sir.
having me.
Yes, sir. It's all love, brother.